want you to film me and video me.
That's, unfortunately, you don't have that right.
You're a fucking asshole.
Wow.
You got a lot to do with
now
yourself. Just standing in the middle of the post office.
Now you're the one creating a disturbance here.
Yeah.
You're the one that's being aggressive and harassing me.
You're wearing an ID badge, and then when someone tries to look at it...
And your name, sir?
A bit of a freakish here, so...
No, sir, can I get your name?
Talk to you and see what you got.
Okay, can I get your name, sir?
No, because you don't need to be running a camera in here without showing me the credential.
Sir, you're the superintendent? Sir, can we have...
When does filming in public become a federal offense? According to one angry woman in this video, the moment her face appears on camera. In this wild episode at a U.S. post office, a First Amendment auditor politely exercises his right to record in public. Most folks smile, ask questions, or wave. But then, enter Karen. She flips her badge, refuses to identify herself, threatens legal action, and storms off screaming about attorneys. The best part? She's standing in a building packed with surveillance cameras, yet claims she never consented to be filmed.
How are you doing? This guy's out here all the time. Just want to let you know I'm probably going to go into the post office down here and do some filming. Okay. Okay? Yep. Just want to let you know because you might get a call.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, you know what we're all about over here?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Well, like I say, feel free to ask any questions, and be glad to help you out with any answers.
Okay.
Who are you affiliated with?
Nobody.
Oh, are you? Okay. Well, that's good. You know, because you know, well, we're offering free Bible courses this month. So, would you be interested in a free Bible course?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Are you affiliated with anything religiously?
No.
All right. Okay. Do you feel that there is a God?
I don't know.
Okay. A lot of people do that. A lot feel that way because of the way that the system is.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't grow up with it, so I feel like that's just part of the reason why I personally don't believe. And I've tried to, you know, a couple of times. I've tried to have an open mind and tried to let that in because, you know, I thought it would be good for me, but it just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Now, have you ever had a chance to talk to Jehovah's Witnesses?
Not in depth.
Okay.
But I support you guys being here. You know,
Okay.
you're exercising your rights.
Oh, yeah.
I'm exercising my
We
rights.
have no problem.
Yeah,
It's just-
everything's.
But I thought
everything's
if
great.
you had any questions, feel free to
I
ask.
appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah. So hope you have a nice day. And
You
if you
too.
ever have any questions, can I leave you a card?
Sure.
Okay.
If you'd like. Thank you for walking your bike, sir. A lot of people ride them, and that's annoying.
Take a picture, last longer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. You have a computer?
Yeah.
Okay, go to jw.org. See, a lot of people are liking this because they can go there privately,
Uh-huh.
and it tells us what we're all about.
Okay.
You know, so feel free
Okay.
to do that, and I hope the best for
Show
you.
it to the camera here. Here we go. Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too.
You're not planning on closing this branch down, are you?
No, I'm not with the post office.
Oh, I thought you were checking to see how many clients are were.
No, nothing like that.
Oh.
Uh-oh. You're making a movie.
Yes, sir. You're the star.
Watch this movie. You can't film me.
But you got such a beautiful smile. Have a beautiful day.
Wait, now what are you doing this for?
So this is a peaceful exercise of our...
Nope.
It's a peaceful exercise of our First Amendment rights to record in public spaces. That's all, nothing nefarious.
And then you're going to put it on the internet.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Don't forget the Snow White Grill.
Yes. Very good place.
Making a movie.
Mm-hmm. You're the star.
All right.
You're good.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Just capturing all those beautiful smiles. Yes.
Well, you have a good day today.
You too.
All right, honey, bye-bye.
Bye.
I was gonna get a picture of you, that's all.
Okay.
Stay right there.
Welcome to the movement.
I'm not interested in the movement.
But you just exercised your rights.
For me. Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Hi. So why are we filming here?
So it's a peaceful exercise of our First Amendment rights to record in public spaces. That's all. Nothing nefarious. And I don't need your permission if you're in public. Just so you know.
Well, why do parents have to give permission for children's photos from school to be released? That's a public place.
Say that again?
If you have a child in school, one of the forms you get when you are filling out all the gazillion forms at the beginning of the year is a form that asks for your permission to release your child's picture, like in a yearbook or in their
Okay, to
newsletter
release
on
it.
Facebook, to allow them to, that it's okay that you...
Well, are you a child at school?
No,
Okay,
but I was
then
a
that doesn't
parent.
really apply.
I did it when my parents, when my children were in school, and they're 35 years old now, and they do it for my grandchildren who are in school now. And I also taught in school, so I also happen to know that it protected teachers too. So I'm not really sure why.
Well, I explained it to you. It's an exercise of our First Amendment rights.
So what are you going to do with it?
I'm going to put it all over the internet.
Because
I'm disseminating my interactions with the public, like yourself, while exercising my rights.
okay, do I have the right to say who I'm voting for and why?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm voting for Mr. Trump.
Good. Me too.
He's a better man.
Have a great day.
You too.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
Good.
What is that for?
So it's just a peaceful exercise of our First Amendment rights.
Yep, you need more.
Oh, really?
Yep, you need a total of 101.
Okay, well, you don't have my permission to...
So you don't need permission in public. That's one thing we teach people.
Okay, but what are you doing with that video?
I'm going to disseminate it to the public.
28 cents is what you need on. Yeah, they're all on the public.
Yeah, but I don't want to be on...
Well,
film.
that's
What I'm
unfortunately
saying.
you don't have that choice.
You have a skill at your
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Okay. Well, I am.
And what's your
That
name?
needs 28.
I'm not going to tell you my name.
Oh, you're not going to tell me your name?
No.
And what is this going to be shown on?
YouTube and TikTok.
Okay. Well, you'll be hearing from my attorney then.
Okay.
You don't tell me you're going to put me on film and I don't have anything to say about it. I didn't walk into the post office and agree to be filmed.
Okay, well, you're being filmed over 100 times a day these days. Every time you leave your house.
Yeah, but it's not being put online for people
You,
to see.
that's what you think, but these security
Well, I'm
cameras...
just telling you.
Okay.
You do not have my permission to
Okay.
use me on anything.
Okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway,
and,
so...
And what's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
Why? You're wearing an ID badge right there.
Yeah, okay, so...
So you're not going to tell me your name?
No.
You're really not going to let me take a picture of your
You
ID
can take
badge?
a picture. You can take a picture of me.
Why do you have an ID badge if you're going to turn it over so no one can see who you are?
Well, I don't... I don't have to ID myself to everybody. I can choose not to identify
Well,
myself.
why wouldn't you identify yourself? You're telling me you're going to video me.
Well, I
and
don't
put
know.
Me,
I don't know who you are.
I'm going to go down here and get this police officer.
Okay, I already
Come
told
up
the
here.
police officer. He already knows I'm here.
Well, I'm
so
just
you know.
wondering why you're wearing an ID badge, and when I try to look at the ID badge, you flip it over so I can't see it. But you're sitting here telling me you're not doing anything wrong.
No,
Then why can't I see your ID badge?
because I don't want you to.
Well, I don't want you to film me and video
Well,
me.
that's unfortunately you don't have that right.
You're a fucking asshole.
Wow.
You got a lot to do with
See, now
yourself. Just
you're-
standing in the middle of the post
See, now
office.
you're the one creating a disturbance here.
Yeah.
You're the one that's being aggressive and harassing me.
You're wearing an ID badge, and then when someone tries to look at it, you flip it over so they can't see it.
Well, I didn't say it was for you.
Well, who is it for?
Not you.
Just no one can see it? You're a fucking idiot.
Have a good day.
What do you do with that?
What do I do with the videos?
Yeah.
I disseminate it to the public.
Huh?
Disseminate it to the public.
Disseminate it?
Mhm.
What's that word mean?
It means I share it with people.
Why would you want to take a picture of me?
Why
I'm
not?
an ugly son of
No, you're photogenic.
Okay.
This is okay.
I think he's about to exercise his rights.
This one needs more.
Okay.
Welcome to the movement.
Thank you. When's the next meeting?
I haven't decided.
Or you're the president?
President, CEO, whatever you want to call it.
Good.
I'm the man.
Hope you make some money.
Yeah, no.
Good. Are these all good
These are
ones?
the good ones, yeah.
Are they ready? Can I go ahead and put them in the tub?
You can, yes, I'm sorry. This is, sorry, this is just gonna be such
What kind of camera is that?
It's just a basic camera. It was only $150, but it works a little better than my phone.
They all need the same 28 cents. This one.
You live in Winchester?
I do.
How old are you?
37.
Got some gray in your beard.
Yeah, I know.
Your mom and dad still alive?
Yep.
That's good. You mow the lawn?
I have my own house.
It's expensive in this town.
A little bit, but it's, I was living in Martinsburg, West Virginia, and I was working here, so I just got sick of making that commute every day.
Yeah. Got a girlfriend? Don't go like that. Like it's negative. There's a lot of pretty girls around, especially in Winchester.
Yeah.
name?
Jay.
I'm Steve.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you need this young lady?
Just that there?
I'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, honey, I'll
Have a
see
good
you.
weekend.
You too.
You have a wonderful day, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sun is shining.
Yep.
What happened here is a perfect example of why knowing your rights matters. You don't need permission to record in public. You don't need a permit to hold a camera. And you certainly don't need to stop because someone feels uncomfortable. Rights don't vanish when someone complains. They're protected for moments just like this. So stay calm, stay cool, and never let intimidation silence your freedom. What happens when everyday citizens exercise their right to record in public and are met with threats of criminal charges from government employees who don't know the law? In today's video, a calm and composed auditor walks into a New York government building to do exactly that. But the moment the camera rolls, tempers flare, and accusations fly. What starts as a simple visit turns into a showdown between ignorance and the Constitution. Stick around. You won't believe who ends up needing an education.
I'm sorry?
You're not supposed to be filming in here.
Who are you?
I work here. You're not supposed to be
You work
filming
here?
in here. Yeah.
Why can't I film in
Because
here?
you're not allowed to.
But why would that be? This is public area.
You're not allowed to film. You're not allowed to be filming in here.
Can I ask you,
I'll come see.
can I ask you why?
Because it's a government building and you cannot turn the camera off.
This is not a, I mean,
Turn
you
it
started
off.
talking to me, ma'am. I'm just minding my business I'm a journalist. If you'd asked me what I'm doing here,
Then take the camera off of me now.
I'm a journalist, ma'am.
I don't really erase that because you had me on camera and I don't want to be
Because you guys are coming up to the camera. I'm minding my own business. I'm not trying to cause any trouble.
Yes, you are. You're
No, I'm not. I'm recording. I'm recording these.
There's no recording. I call
Okay.
I will be calling this.
Call the police then, ma'am. Call the police.
Stick around. PD are on the way.
Stick around now?
Yep.
Oh.
PD is on the way.
I'm not breaking any laws, ma'am.
Yes, you are.
What law is that, ma'am?
The police will inform you of the laws.
Okay. There is no law against filming in a public area, ma'am.
Not film in the government center.
It's called freedom of press, ma'am. Have you ever heard of it before?
Have you ever heard of I don't want my face on your stupid Facebook?
So why would you want to put your face on the camera? That's.
Because you're following us around.
I'm not. You're following me. You're following me, ma'am. You're following me.
Here to this PD comes.
You're keeping me here till the PD comes. You don't have to do that. I'll stay. I'm not breaking any laws. What law is it recording in public, ma'am? What law is that?
I may call the cops. Alright.
Call the cops for what? I'm not doing anything wrong, ma'am.
Well, every single one of us is pressing charges, so
Pressing charges for what?
filming against our consent.
Ma'am, there's cameras in this building. You're filming me without my consent. What's the difference?
It's a government building.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Laws. I'm
See,
not arguing with stupidity.
you're not arguing with stupidity. See, you're being rude now. You're saying you're not arguing with
I am
stupidity.
being rude because I've asked you once.
Look at that camera. There's a camera right here to not record. Yeah, you told me not to record, right?
And you have been.
That's what you keep
Did
telling
not
me.
listen.
Okay. There is no law against recording. I wasn't even recording you or your staff. I was recording the outer of the building. I'm a journalist. All right, so are you a supervisor? Are you a supervisor?
Mike Zerlo is the head of this building.
What do you
He
mean?
is not here.
Supervisor what?
A supervisor in this building?
Of the Veterans Office.
Oh, okay. I thought since you came out here and you're looking, I thought you might have been.
Would you like, I will go get him. I'll go get
Can you
him.
get me somebody who's in charge of the building?
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I can wait for him or her.
Can you stay with him? Because I called City PD.
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm not going to go anywhere. I have nothing to hide. And plus, even if I did, there's nothing that they can do to stop me from leaving anyway. All right, well, while we wait for the police, I'm going to do I'm gonna handle more of my business. I'll be in the county clerk's office.
You cannot take the county clerk's office either.
I have to do a FOIL request. That's part of my story. So, are you familiar with freedom of press, the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, ma'am? Are you familiar with that? So what law do you think you and your coworkers are going to be pressing charges about today? Recording in public? That's the law? Okay. Hopefully the police will come here and educate you guys.
City PD's on the way.
How you doing today, sir?
What you doing, buddy?
How you doing? I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story in this public building.
Some kind of a credential?
I'm sure I could produce credentials, but nobody's asked me for any. And
I just did.
okay,
Please.
well, I don't at this time. This woman here, she's being hostile with me, and she called the police.
All right.
So I'd rather just
Well,
deal with them.
I'm
Yeah.
not being hostile. I'm the superintendent. This is my building.
Okay, great.
And
And your name,
a bit
sir?
of a bit of a freakish here, so.
No, sir. Can I get your name?
Talk to you and see what you got.
Okay. Can I get your name, sir?
No, because you don't need to be running a camera in here without showing me the credential.
Sir, you're the superintendent. Sir, can we have a conversation? So you're the superintendent here. There is no law against filming in public. The same way you have cameras in this building, I'm here to conduct lawful business and exercise my constitutional right of freedom of press. Excuse me. And exercise. Go ahead. Sir, this is a constitutionally protected activity.
Me?
Hi, officer.
He is.
How you doing today, officer? Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm just a independent journalist. I'm just filming in the publicly accessible areas of the building. I'm working on a story.
Okay.
And I'm also doing some a FOIL request, a Freedom of Information law request. So that's it.
Good, thanks.
Can I just get your name and badge number, sir?
What's that?
Can I just get your name and badge number?
More, 834.
Thank you so much. How you doing, fellas?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's a constitutionally protected activity.
I'm a public servant. I can be filmed. What's that? Are you a public servant? Do you work for the
DMV. We cannot have. He was taping private information in
That's not true.
taking tests.
That's not true. It's public.
If he's interrupting the procedures that are taking place, you do have to leave if you do interrupt them.
I'm not interrupting anything, sir. She knows that. She like she just told you, and like the superintendent told you, the only reason why they called you is because I'm filming in public. And what you seem to know is a constitutionally protected activity.
This is a public building.
Exactly. So that's why they're upset. I'm here to do lawful business. I'm not getting anybody's way. I'm staying in the outskirts of everything. I'm not putting my camera in anybody's face. She came up to me. She came up to me saying, "What are you doing? You can't record." As I'm filming just documents here. I'm a journalist. I disseminate this information to the public. That's all I'm doing here.
All right. Can we just get your name for the reporter saying that you were here filming and that's it?
Oh, I'm not gonna, unless I'm breaking the law, I don't give any type of identification, sir. I don't, I'm not breaking any laws, so I'd rather not. Ma'am, you came up to me. So they all came up to me, and it's all proven. I'm not here to start any problem. No, I'm in a publicly accessible area. Just like if they say I can't put my camera this way, that doesn't really make any sense. Because if I can see it, I can record it. You know, if you have a photographic memory or something, I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm not going to any restricted areas or anything like that. I want to get documentation of the building, as far as video documentation of the building, as well as do some.
There are certain floors that do have security that you will be.
Sure, like a courthouse or something like that. Yeah, for sure. No.
Just to let you know.
No.
Just to let you know, like the DA's office, that's also got.
Of course.
So.
No, I'm not going to go into restricted areas. I'm in common areas.
No, I'm just telling you that.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, thanks. I appreciate it. Can I just get your name?
You don't want to provide me with your name.
I understand, but just for my records, just because you're the public servant.
I'll tell you what, you give me your name and I'll give you my name.
Oh, that's not fair. You're the public servant. You said it yourself.
That's true, but it's called respect. Respect, you know what I mean?
Oh, my first name is Sean. I'll tell you my
name is Josh.
Josh? Okay.
There you go.
And can I get your badge number, Josh? And that's it.
Well, can I get your full info?
Oh, man. Come on. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Sounds good.
My name is Shane.
If he doesn't interrupt
Shane.
commerce, okay, that's
Right, I'm
not
not.
Do you mind if I just get it on camera? Okay. Okay, thank you.
The cameras. Oh, I'm not being recorded.
That's not because man. Be careful, because if you lie, that's against the law.
Okay.
That's against.
You don't have to give her grief. She just doesn't want to be filmed.
Sir, she came up to me. I was imagine this. I'm recording posters and signs and disseminating and talking about it.
No, he's not. I'm just waiting for somebody else.
Just imagine. Could we just be reasonable for a second? If I'm over here recording this sign right here, this picture and everything, and you come up to me and you say, "Hey, you can't record in here," and I turn my camera to you, is that my fault? No, I'm not bothering anybody. That's not my intent. My intent is not to bother anybody. My intent is just I've never been to this city hall. I'm sure a lot of my viewers haven't been to this city hall, and we're just taking a look around for transparency and accountability purposes. That's all.
I'm just curious, who did you say it was for again?
It's for my company.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm an independent journalist.
Oh.
I'm an independent journalist, yeah.
Okay.
All I'm doing is freedom of press activity. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not trying to start anything. The same way I've been treating you guys and talking to you is the same way I've been talking the whole time to this woman, and if she doesn't want to be on camera, that's fine. I won't put her on camera. It's not that big of a deal, but when you keep walking up to the camera, and then when I went to go handle my business, she's like, "Don't go anywhere, the police are coming, I'm pressing charges." I said, "For what?" She said, "It's a state law that you can't record." It's actually a state law that you can record government officials in there. New York State passed a law where you can record law enforcement and public servants.
Oh yeah, I'm just, when we come to these things, we don't know.
You don't know exactly, you just come.
I'm just
Do you,
here
would
to
you
make
mind,
sure everybody's safe, everything's.
would you mind giving me the call number so I can look up
I don't have that. I don't have that right now.
You don't?
No. You have
Okay.
to,
I would have to go down to the precinct and get
I
it?
don't know it right now. I think they tell me to go places and I go, and that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, alright,
You know?
alright.
Yeah, you have to go to the police station.
The police station? Alright, that's no problem. I'll head there before I get out of here. Excuse me, sir. And this is why I film, because look, they're in there lying. They're in there lying. I didn't do anything wrong.
So you said you've never been to the city before. What makes you come to Plattsburgh? There's nothing here.
Oh, so I get a lot of my viewers. They tell me, there's one of my viewers is from Plattsburgh, and they said, "Hey, come check out." Apparently, they weren't last time they were here. They weren't treated with the utmost respect, so I wanted to come here and investigate. That's all. I can see why.
Where do you come from?
Where am I from? I'm from Long Island. From Long Island.
You drove 5.5 hours.
Yeah, for a story. It's my job. I did. It's my job, right?
Whereabouts in Long Island?
East End, Long Island. Yeah.
I can find anything fun in Plattsburgh, man.
No, snowmobiles. Nothing like that. I've been all over the country, but I always try and
some of the smaller towns.
I always try and find something that like I was just in the city hall, for example. I was just recording in the city hall. I didn't have any problems at all. I did my FOIA request. I did everything I was supposed to do, and I saw a piece of history. The anchor that's inside City Hall. That's pretty cool to me. You know what I mean? Something like that's pretty cool. I like history. Or like this bell over here. It's pretty cool. I'm not being detained or anything, right?
What's that?
I'm not being detained or anything.
Yeah. Stick. Take a couple minutes.
So I am being detained?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just because they're making some allegations against you.
All right. I mean, but before you execute a warrantless arrest, I'm willing to show you the video to show you I didn't harass anybody or do anything of that nature, just so you know.
Did anybody say anything about an arrest? I'm asking you to hang out with me.
Well, being detained, officer, is a de facto arrest.
Well,
you know that.
In a way.
It's a de facto arrest because you're taking away my liberty to move, freedom of movement.
You're not incorrect, but I'm just asking that you bear with me here for a few minutes, all right?
Yeah, I understand you're detaining me. That's fine. So make sure let's get the time. 12:30.
So with the increase in gas prices
Mm-hmm.
and all the tolls that would be from Long Island,
Yeah.
this area,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna pay all that?
Well, my business.
Send any money to do
My business pays for it. My business does. It's a business write-off. It's business expenses.
Understood.
I mean, the business is me, so yeah, I pay for it.
Just curious.
Yeah.
If you had
No. Well, people do support the channel and stuff, you know. They do support.
donations and stuff.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I can't tell what she's saying. What did you film in there?
I walked in, I went, made a right, there's like posters and stuff, like don't drink and drive, and I'm filming that, and I'm telling people who are watching, hey, don't drink and drive, it's a dumb move.
It is.
Don't text and drive, you know, and then she's like, sir, you can't film in here, and just started screaming at me, and then I was like, I turned around, and she's like, get me off your camera. But I'm like, ma'am, I'm talking to you. Yeah, one of the employees. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm talking to you. I'm like, this is a public building. I'm just grabbing some public information, that's all. I'm calling the police. And I said, for what? She said, it's a state law that you can't record in the government building. I was like, man, that's not correct. But like I said, I just came from Plattsburgh City Hall. No one had an issue. You know, I just...
What's the deal?
Am I not being detained anymore? I'm free to go and carry about my business? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Just understand that if you cause an issue in there that
Yeah, I would never do that.
don't disrupt their
Would never.
business or something like that, then
Would never do that.
potentially could get banned if you do.
Okay, I would never do that.
All right.
Yep, and you too. You like the unnecessary directives at the end?
So, what should you take away from all this? When faced with hostility, misinformation, or even veiled threats for simply exercising your rights, remain calm, document everything, and know the law better than those trying to intimidate you. The First Amendment wasn't written for convenience. It was written for moments like this. The more we peacefully assert our rights, the more educated the system becomes, one camera at a time. Today's video showed just how much misinformation still floats around public rights. Cameras don't lie, but people sure do. If you believe in truth, transparency, and standing your ground, make sure to hit like, smash that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more.
Hi.
You can't.
Now
You can't.
I can't what?
You can't film?
I can't?
No.
Why not? Why not?
You can't.
Now serving cheese.
Touch me? I ain't touching you, bro. If you touch me, you're screwed. If you touch me, you're screwed.
If you touch me?
If you touch me, you're screwed.
And what if you touch me?
I'm not gonna touch you.
What if
I'm
you
smarter
touch
than
me?
you.
They've already checked them. They're up to code.
Who has checked them?
The inspector.
Which inspector?
I don't have to answer to you. Why don't you go do what you got to do? But they already inspected all these sheds.
Who did?
The inspector, when he inspected this.
What inspector?
I don't have to answer to you.